All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Champions League delivers again. I mean, this was goal galore today, from Atletico Madrid scoring 6 goals against Sparta, Prague, then Arsenal scoring 5 goals, and so on and on. It's hard to watch more than 2 games at a time due to amount quality matches are happening. It's congested. But let's start off with the hottest topic, as if now Manchester City drawing their game against Feyenoord. I mean, is this Manchester City that I am talking about, for God's sake, they went from best team in the world that felt like almost unbeatable at times to becoming worse than a mid-table team. And I know they have injury problems, like KDB can't seem to stay fit whenever they need him, then Rodri, the real star. And focal point of the team is out for the season due to ACL, then Ruben Dias is out, and so on. And on their injury list is ginormous. But this shouldn't be the reason to play like this. I mean, they went from 3-0 to 3 and 15 minutes almost in their own home ground, which was, again, empty-had, which fair. I mean, even their own fans are disappointed in Pep Guardiola, and the team like Manchester City are good. I can't even say best, but they are good on the ball. They are dominant. But when guys like Gundogan, Foden, Bernardo, the main man of teams, starts to lose the ball, they can't seem to recover. I mean, this team does not have a recovery pace at all. Like Gundogan on the ball, great world class, but off the ball, until he tracks back, the opponent have already scored the goal, and even celebrated properly. Like, this team needs a full-on overhaul by all means, and on winter transfer they have to go big by signing a DM as a main priority, and attacker and defenders. Because Gundogan and Bernardo Silva or even Kovacic will never ever work. Like, Manchester City went from 5th on the table to now 15th, which is shambolic. And I know a lot of people are saying that Pep Guardiola will be sacked, but I don't think so, because the things he has done at Manchester City and what he has made them out of pure respect, they won't do it. But I'm afraid that Pep Guardiola might kill himself on touchline. Like, did you see his nose and head? What he did to himself? I mean, this guy is going to get some sense into the team, but for Manchester City to at least stay in contentions to win something, big signing are really needed. Let's jump to the next game of Barcelona versus Brest, where Barcelona grabbed the Brest. I mean, the victory by the scoreline of 3-0. And to be honest, this wasn't a good game. We clearly lacked intensity in the game. But again, in hindsight, it was good move from Hansi Flick, because we can't play like on that level of intensity day in and day out. It's just not sustainable today. We played smartly. After Lewandowski's first goal, we really struggled to get the goal. Brest were brilliant in their defense, and the game was a bit frustrating for us. But we got the breakthrough, with Gerard Martin assist for Dani Olmo goal. After that goal, our game became much more easier and calm, and then Lewandowski finished the game off with another goal. But before jumping on to anything, let's just let talk on Robert Lewandowski. This guy is an absolute machine. This guy is now 3rd player to score 100 goals in Champions League. And let me tell you something, if he continues this form, he is right up top for Ballon d'Or contention, because not only his performances are brilliant, but his stats speaks for themselves. At the age of 36, Robert Lewandowski is still dominating the Europe crazy stuff, but overall great game. Pau Cubarsí was sensational today, winning the man of the match. He had 96% passing accuracy, 10 passes into the final thirds as defender. Crazy shit, 5 recoveries. And so on. Then Koundé recently has formed, had dipped significantly. I don't if this because of Lamine Yamal not being there, or his lack of focus, or in simple burnout, because guy deserves some rest to recuperate and become that Jules Koundé that he was. Gerard Martin. Great game. We, as Barcelona fans, have to trust him more. He is not from La Masia, so it would take time for him to integrate. But he is improving that for sure. But still, I would and will prefer Hector Ford over him. Pedri man of match for me, like he is the kind, if the guy taught doesn't need goals or assists to get some good ratings, he gets that. Just when enters on the pitch, I mean, there's no need for me. Speak on him, just go and watch his highlights, even you would understand the guy is magic, and I don't Pedri to ever play as 10, because from that deep position, his natural game flourishes the most, and one for thing, like the cameo from Pablo Torre, deserves praise. I mean, we need this kind of quality of the bench, and he was perfect. Let's skip to our next game where Bayern Munich defeated PSG 1-0, and after this match, it's more likely that PSG might be out of the Champions League. Like, first of all, let me be happy at this moment because PSG not only played like dog shit, but Ousmane Dembélé even got a red card. I mean, this guy is the most inconsistent guy to be ever born. Like, there are moments when it's like he is unstoppable, but in the end, he is the only guy that makes himself stoppable by doing simple mistakes. Like, PSG deserved to lose this game, and it's not like it was banger of a game, it was pure dog shit. No doubt Bayern Munich controlled and dominated the game, but the lack of clinicalness in final thirds of Bayern Munich was laughable. Like, Bayern went from ruthless to toothless. This felt like exhibition match, more than Champions League match, to be honest. And PSG really have think back on what they did. Because Inquire might be in trouble, because PSG wants the Champions League, but they are not at that level. And when you two strikers but still go for extra midfielder for control, and end up having less control, sums up your mistake. And as Bayern Munich, they were great. The next couple games that happened were of Arsenal versus Sporting, where Arsenal destroyed them by 5-1. Arsenal are really turning things around. This match would really help them to get their morals much higher, because a win over Sporting, the team that defeated City, would surely give some orgasm to Arteta. Then Bayer Leverkusen won their game against Salzburg by scoring 5 goals. Phew, with Wirtz getting a brace. Then Atlanta cruised past Young Boys by 6-1. And let me tell you something, Atlanta are real underdogs this season. I mean, what a team they... Gasparini ball is nothing but peak to watch. And Charles de Ketelaere, what a turnaround it has been for him. Like, he was balling today with 2 goals and 3 assists, crazy stuff. Then Inter also winning their game by 1-0 against RB Leipzig. So that's it for today, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe the channel. That would help a lot. And thank you for watching the video.